Hi everyone! Thank you for tuning into episode 3 of Behind the Scenes with Teddy, and today I'd like to walk you through the evolution of Teddy and his character design. So this initial sketch is the first sketch that I made when we first came up with the idea for the show, and eventually we obviously started working with a character design artist, and this is one of the initial reference photos that I provided the artist with, and we went through a lot of collaborative iterations of Teddy. You know, something I learned in going through this process is you have this picture of your character in your mind and you think like, oh, you know, we'll work with an artist and it's just magically going to appear on paper, and that was not necessarily the case. And I learned that is, I guess it's a normal part of this process, and our character designer was really great and patient with all of the different changes that we wanted as we went through this development process. And so this is the first round of sketches that we went through, and eventually, you know, we started getting closer and closer to that initial reference photo that I provided, and then we started to get into the nitty-gritty with things such as his eyebrows, his body shape, his coloring, whether or not he wore clothes. And eventually when our animator came on board, we started he went through a slight like redesign because we wanted to make him a lot cuter, and so we were analyzing the floppiness of his ears. We revisited his eyebrows, his eyes. Eyes was one of the biggest obstacles in bringing Teddy to life. It was one of those things like once it clicked, and that was a really exciting point to reach. And then we started to get into the details like his hair, and finally we were able to come up with this sketch, and it was really exciting. This process was a lot of fun. I'm very grateful for the two artists that we were working with, and their talent, their effort, their patience that really helped Teddy bring Teddy to life. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Behind the Scenes with Teddy, and we can't wait to share more content with you next week.